So just a quick update on my view on what's happening in the market. And yes, it does look like we are well on our way to a property price recovery. But is it going to be short-lived, and are we going to see a second slump in prices? Hey, what's up guys? Dan Trevidi here. I hope you're all well. As ever, don't forget to do me a massive favor and smash the like button, and don't forget to hit subscribe. We are well on our way to a property price recovery. Prices are definitely increasing. There is a huge amount of confidence within the market. Trades, builders, building sites are all getting back to normal, with the exception of a few supply issues. Things like plaster are definitely like gold dust. So I've done quite a few videos, and there's been loads of different posts and loads of different videos about this topic. Has the market crashed? Is it on the road to recovery? Is it booming? I don't think anyone really knows, and a lot of the reports that are being replicated around YouTube and the social media sites are definitely out of date. They tend to be 3 or 4 weeks behind. There's a lag in what's going on to what's being reported. If you're like me, you're quite nimble and quite small, you can shift quite quickly with what's going on in your local market or the market that you invest in. And I've definitely been doing that, and I believe the market crashed when panic set in, and I took advantage and picked up some great deals, and hopefully you all did too. Since then, we've started to see confidence definitely build within the market, and it happened probably quicker than it ever has done. We saw a shift as prices dropped, we saw another shift as they increased. And now we're seeing not just property, not just buyers, but the industries that revolve around the property market on the outside also getting back to normal. I've been to some local suppliers over the last couple of days, and it is definitely not business as usual. It's more like it's the boom business. I was at a kitchen supplier, and their busiest time is definitely over the Boxing Day sale period. And they were telling me that the request for new kitchens is equal, if not more, to that level of demand. And it's not just the kitchen guys, it's the builders, suppliers, and the merchants, and the plumbing centres, and all of those things. So there definitely isn't just a one-dimensional view that we are well on our way to recovery. It's happening across different sectors, and all of these things do have an impact on each other. So you definitely would like to think that we are not just at the start of a recovery or start of a boom, but we are seeing what is effectively a mass recovery and prices increasing. And it goes right through to the market and what the estate agents are selling, and new listings coming on with huge amounts of confidence, and those prices coming on at way above what they would have done 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. But is it going to be short-lived? A lot of the people who have been trolling me and commenting negatively on my videos, which is absolutely fine, have been saying that when those furlough payments start to ease off and the redundancies start to hit, we're going to see a massive reduction in prices and the property market is going to crash. Well, the thing is, yes, there is going to be some redundancies. There is going to be some businesses shut, and there's going to be some sectors in the business industry that are going to be more hit than others. But I think what's been demonstrated in this impact of the coronavirus, and then more importantly the recovery, is things are happening far quicker than they ever have done in any other recession and any other recovery. Things are happening, and then within weeks they're recovering, or the recovery is happening and within a few weeks they're slumping. It's definitely shifting and moving far quicker. And as we see sectors and businesses starting to struggle and slump and close and make people redundant, we're seeing other sectors see huge amounts of growth, and with growth comes more jobs and more recruitment. So I'm not saying every single job loss is going to result in a job gain or a job opportunity, but there is going to be a lot of shifts. So the numbers, the panic, the scaremongering numbers that are being publicized isn't going to translate into tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people being unemployed, which then in turn means people can't make their mortgage payments, they can't make their rental payments. So that market starts to slow down. We start to lose people moving and buying and selling properties within the market, and the market starts to freeze and crash. We aren't going to see that. The cause and effect of everything that's happening, the ripple effect onto the property market, just isn't going to come in full force like a crashing wave and knock it all down completely. We aren't going to see it. So don't think prices are going to crash further than they did at the start of all of this in March and April. They may start to drop in certain sectors, in certain geographical locations, depending on what drives the economy. I'll give you an example. The University of East Anglia in Norwich, if for whatever reason that was to close tomorrow, that would have a huge impact on the local property market in some certain sectors. But would it affect the national market? The answer is absolutely not. So these short bursts and booms and bubbles that may pop in local areas because of a certain amount of economic reliance and pressure on the local economy may have some short-term impacts. That's where you need to be quite flexible and be able to shift and move with those changes within the market to maximize the opportunity and to make sure you don't get caught out. So keep one eye open on what could impact the market that you play in, and more importantly, what could create more opportunities in a potential market that you're looking to step into. Yes, I still think there are some certain markets that may have overall guidance on their own sector, pubs being one of them. Yes, we are going to see some pubs just not reopen because they weren't great businesses in pre-lockdown. They were struggling with the shift in that industry anyway, and the landlord or the owners may be calling it a day, and there may be better uses, more profitable uses for that real estate. And that's going to happen not just in my location, not just in 2 or 3 locations, but that's going to happen across the UK. But that isn't going to impact property overall. It's going to create opportunities for individuals who are in a position to be able to buy those commercial properties that are empty, that potentially have other uses, or a better way to run it as a pub, restaurant, bar, whatever. Just be ready that certain sectors like pubs, like office buildings are going to come onto the market more than they have done in the past because of the amount of businesses not going to use them, or the amount of businesses that are currently using them that are no longer going to be able to trade because of the new way of working. That doesn't mean pubs are forever doomed. I'm in the process of reopening a pub in the new social distancing measures based on a much more reduced number of individuals that can be in that pub at any given time, so we can make it a viable commercial business. But what drives that is doing things differently, creating great environments, creating accommodation which can be linked to the pub or the restaurant. It's about diversifying your business, spreading the risk, and making sure the opportunities are there so people will come to your pub, to your commercial property, to your serviced accommodation, to your rent to rent, to your HMO over what else is in the market. Yes, the market is booming. Do I think that it's going to massively crash when people get made redundant? No, because the spillage and the ripple effect of those redundancies isn't going to be a sustained period of unemployment. It's going to be mass career shifts into different sectors and industries that are starting to boom and starting to prosper post-coronavirus. And with that, the blip, if any, in the market will be very short-term lived, and it definitely won't be more than a blip, and it definitely won't be another spike downwards. I may be wrong, but that's my view. And I like to think that I got it right in April when I was telling people to buy because the market was fearful. No one else was buying. The market was completely frozen. And I picked up probably one of the best deals I've done for 4 or 5 years in that position. And I hope you all did too. But that's it from me, guys. Midweek video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Hope you found the content rich, and I'll catch you all on the next video.